So, what is people pleasing? What does that mean to you? And why do you do it? And what I want to say to you is if you are people pleasing, it is a trauma response. It is called fawning, and it's caused by unconscious beliefs. The unconscious mind has learned at some point that in order to be safe, that you have to be pleasing other people because conflict's not safe. It's not safe to speak up. It's not important what I say doesn't matter, what I think doesn't matter, who I am, what I want, all of that stuff doesn't matter. All that matters is getting people's approval or getting their love. And perhaps you've got beliefs that are programmed into your unconscious, like it's not safe for me to speak up. I have to earn love. I have to be a good girl or a good man, or, be good, get people's approval. If I don't, I'll get punished, fear of punishment, all that sort of thing. And about everything being my responsibility. Everything's on me. Everything's my fault. It's not safe to be me. It's not safe for me to speak up, speak out, be seen, be heard. And perhaps it's also around that people who are meant to love me, be there for me, protect me, stand up for me, are not going to, that they're going to hurt me, betray me, they're going to belittle me, they're going to get angry at me, they might abandon me or reject me. And all of that stuff, isn't good. Perhaps you've got people only like me for what I can do for them or for what I can give them, or that everybody is out to get something, and therefore if I give them something, that they will like me. There's potentially lots of different unconscious beliefs that you've learned as a child. And if you've had any kind of level of trauma, rejection, conflict in your childhood, these things can be really, really deeply ingrained. And especially if you come from parents or an environment where punishment was a way of disciplining, because if you have a fear of punishment, you're always going to be worried that you're doing the wrong thing. And I know this, like my husband is the worst backseat driver. And when I drive, he often makes little critical comments. It puts me on hyper alert, makes me feel like I need to be trying to please him, drive how he wants me to drive. And I'm aware of it, and I coach myself, and I also communicate that back to him, like the way I'm feeling, like I've got tightness in my chest, I'm feeling self-conscious, this doesn't feel nice. Um, would you mind if you just didn't comment on my driving? It makes me really nervous, and it's actually not safe for me to drive when I'm feeling like that. So there are different things in different areas. You might be a people pleaser when it comes to certain areas of your life or with certain types of people. It might be in your relationships. You might be the type of person that transforms and changes everything about you to match the other person. You all of a sudden take up, a passion for motorsports or for gaming because the other person likes to do that. So you have to adapt yourself. There's so many types of fawning that can occur, but that you'll know that if you're a fawner, because when anyone is disagreeing or has even the slightest sense of disapproval, your whole nervous system will go into panic mode. You'll feel really uncomfortable for someone else to be not completely pleased with what your decision is or what you're saying or what you're doing. And you'll notice that you're consciously aware that you are trying to please people and that you can't say no. And not being able to say no means you can't ever put yourself first, right? So this is about having a set of beliefs that does not support what you want, what you think, your feelings, your emotions, your comfort levels, your requirements for well-being, like rest, and you'll just keep putting everybody else's stuff first. And it is a trauma response, whether you have acknowledged that there's been trauma in your past or whether perhaps you're only just beginning to explore the possibility that some of the experiences that you went through as a child or as a young adult may not have been supportive for your well-being, and that there might be some internal work that could be done in order to free you. It's so exciting, free you from this people pleasing and allow you to live your life on your terms with your boundaries, because a people pleaser won't be able to have boundaries in place around that, because it will be more uncomfortable for them to not people please than it will be for them to put the boundary and claim the things that are so important for us to have self-care and live the life that we're destined to live. You cannot live the life you were destined to live while you are trying to please everybody else around you, because you're never true to yourself. You have to be true to yourself in order to live the life that you were born to live. People pleasing, fawning, being on that hyper vigilant alert system on whether or not somebody else is displeased is never ever going to get you into your true destiny of where you're meant to be in this world.